We were having a wonderful evening last night.
A friend we hadn't seen for many years stopped by for dinner.
A friend from South Africa.
Well, don't say it so portentously.
A friend from South Africa.
Well, don't be gaga, huh?
I'm an art dealer. Private sales, purchases.
We knew our friend from South Africa.
Through our children when they all lived in New York.
He had gone back to South Africa.
He was here in New York briefly on business and asked us to ask him to dinner.
He's King Midas rich. Literally, gold mines.
70,000 workers in just one gold mine.
But he's always short of cash because his government won't let its people...
It's white people.
It's white people take out any money. So it's like taking in a war baby.
When he called, it was like a bolt from the blue, as I had a deal coming up and was short by...
$2 million.
When he called and asked us to take him to dinner, he made a sudden pattern in life's little tea leaves, because who wants to go to banks? Jeffrey called, and our tempest settled into showers, and life was manageable. What more can you want?
Listen. It always amazes me when New York is quiet.
With the children away, we get used to a lower noise quotient.
Jeffrey, why do you stay in South Africa? You'll be killed. You have to move out of South Africa.
One has to stay there to educate the black workers. And we'll know we've been successful when they kill us.
Planning the revolution that will destroy you.
Putting your life on the line.
One doesn't think of it like that. You must come visit.
Oh, but we would visit you and we would sit in your gorgeous house planning trips out into the townships to see the poorest of the poor. Are you sure these are really the worst off? I mean, we've come all this way. We don't want to see people just mildly victimized by apartheid. We demand shock. We weren't auditioning, but I just kept thinking, $2 million, $2 million.
It's like when people say, don't think about elephants, and all you can think about is elephants, elephants, elephants.
$2 million, $2 million.
But he has no history. He has no past. That just the scripts that agents send him through the mail. That's his life.
I just loved the kid so much. I wanted to reach out to him.
And then we asked him what his thesis was on.
The one that was stolen, please.
Well, a substitute teacher out on Long Island got dropped from his job for fighting with a student. A few weeks later, the teacher returned to the classroom, shot the student unsuccessfully, held the class hostage, then shot himself successfully. This fact caught my eye. Last sentence, Times. A neighbor described him as a nice boy, always reading Catcher in the Rye. The aura about this book of Salinger's, which perhaps should be read by everyone but young men, is this. It mirrors like a funhouse mirror and amplifies like a distorted speaker one of the great tragedies of our time. The death of the imagination. I'm your darkest voice. I am your 4 a.m. voice. I am the voice that wakes you up and says, this is what I'm afraid of. Do not listen to me at your peril. The imagination is the noon voice that sees clearly and says, this is what I want for my life.
Obviously someone you went to high school with, since you all go to different colleges.
He knows the details of our lives.
Who from your high school, part of your gang, has become homosexual or is deep into drugs?
That's like 15 people.
I don't want to know.
I'm asking you to go on a detective search. Find out from your high school if anyone has met a black kid pretending to be a movie star's son.